All right, there we are. We're recording now. Okay, so everybody got the amended and the feedback from the other peer group.
Yep.
On our paper. You got the amended that I sent out this morning, or this would be this afternoon for everybody else. I went through and made all the changes that they were asking about. If they were just basic mechanical errors, spelling errors, anything like that. Went through everything. There were several pieces that they said consider revising, or they would highlight entire paragraphs and say, you know, this needs to be rephrased or anything like that. So there's a lot of stuff in there that we need to clean up, and I've taken care of what was in my section and everything that I had done. I don't know where you were going with some of those things, so I think all three of you had other things in there that needed to be tweaked a little bit.
Okay. I didn't have clear comments yet from it, but
Yep.
So just to make sure that we're not editing different files, and when we come together, they're not, you know, a combination of all the edits. Would you? Oh wait, okay. So never mind. So the one that you sent out had your revisions in it.
Right.
Yes. So I'm on version 2, and then when you make a revision, change the number, and then send it off.
Okay. So then let's just say I happen to send my revisions out next. Patrick, if you're in the middle of revising yours and you saw that mine came out, you know, before yours, then, you know,
Right.
just use that.
And one thing that's going to help a lot is if, and what I do is Cindy's big diagram that kept changing formatting and everything else. What I did was I tweaked it, made it to where it was supposed to be, then I just took a picture of it. Then pulled that entire page out, and then put the picture back in. So it's one static piece, and we're not making any revisions to that. So that's now in there, and that will be identical formatting-wise from here on out.
The entire page, words and all?
Just the diagram itself.
Yeah, because I see it now. It just has the diagram, not the word.
Yep. So when it references a figure of any sort, it's just a picture. So we're not building a table or anything else.
Keep fixing them, and they are fixed. And then once it moves into someone else's computer and other edits are made, it gets messed up, and we're just making more work for ourselves. So
Right.
Yep. Yep. That's why I just turned it all into a picture.
I hadn't uploaded your version 2, but like as it's coming back to me, there's things that weren't how I sent it.
Yep. And that's why I'm saying that, you know, we're better off in the long run to just make pictures, and then those pictures don't change.
Okay,
You know, those pictures. Yep.
How do I make just pictures?
You can use it. You can do it in Paint. All I have to do is do a control print screen, and then open up Paint, do a control V, which pastes into Paint, and then you just select what you want.
Like taking a picture of it, or is it just called a picture?
One more time.
Okay. Like how I did those was to insert, like I found the one I wanted on like Google, and then looked up images, and then found the one that was most like what we wanted, and also the one that I used in my segment for the Weebly.
Yep.
And then I inserted it as a picture, but maybe the problem is that I have an Apple, maybe, and maybe that's where the problem's lying.
Should be.
Okay.
I have a Mac, and
You had a Mac?
I don't have any.
Did it come up Whopper-Jaw when it got sent back to you?
I'm sorry?
When you got the copy of this, was it Whopper-Jaw?
The copy of which one?
Well, I guess we did it compare with Harold's number 2 that he made changes on and download or
Oh, I didn't open it up on my computer. I opened it on my phone. So the way I see it on my phone won't be the same on the computer, but I can look right now.
Okay.
So I'm reading through the comments, but what goes with what section?
What do you mean?
Follow the dotted lines down and just the things that you wrote. So, like for instance, under need identification would be one of yours. And then.
Oh, well, also, okay, I wasn't looking at the rubric. I was looking at the actual, the paper that Harold sent out. It has comments on the side.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I was just looking at.
Yeah. Like, for instance, like you did the need identification. So you go to the right there, and then just the things that they've said, tweak in that area, and then any other area that you were responsible for. And I'm sorry for all the confusion, whatever that was, with regards to task analysis. My frustration, and I don't know, let's see. They didn't even mark it, but my concern is that this task analysis was only from my project, and that was my concern, but then we decided to go and turn ahead what we had in. But I'm afraid maybe I just need to make another flow chart for the other ones. What do you think? You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, we never saw that in the rubric, so none of us knew what you were talking about with that. Because there was just the one flow chart that needed to be done, which was what you did, and that's what I just turned into a picture. There was not a flow chart for any of the other pieces there.
Right. You don't see a need for that,
Nope.
though?
If it's not
Nope.
in the rubric.
Okay, then I won't worry about that. But see,
Nope.
so there's that comment that the words dot connector are upside down, but they're not upside down in mine. So I don't know what to do.
Yes, Kathy Shipman was definitely taking us to task. Yeah, you won't see almost 80% of the comments that she had in version 2 here, because I went through all of it and I cleaned up everything that she was asking about. Okay, all right, fine.
So here,
And the big question is, and we need to bring this up with Dr. C, the APA format second level headers, the way we're doing it is exactly how I've been doing it for the last couple of years, which is if it's a subheader, it is italicized, non-bold, off to the left-hand side. So it's bold centered headers, and then non-bold italicized headers off to the side.
Right.
For the second layer. For the second layer, and then the third layer is different as well. But
So did she want it differently?
She wants left margin, bold, no italics, which is wrong. I've never seen it done that way. So that's the problem with APA format, is that everybody's got their interpretation of APA format and the standard.
Yeah.
she was critical when we bolded. Are you talking about Kathy Shipman?
Yep.
Okay, because we had them all bolded, and then Dr. Kordoff said, "Why is this bolded?" When we first turned it in.
Yep. And that's why Dr. C has the last say in it. Now, her version of APA is the standard, not Kathy Shipman. So that's why we need to clarify with Dr. C and make sure, okay, these are correct headers, right? Yeah, this is all good. Okay, great.
Yeah, because she's marked all of them.
Yeah.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yeah.
I got an email from Holly Brown, and she said, "Thank you so much for your feedback. I think she threw this out. Did y'all make any comments on the formal paper?" And then I said, "We're actually getting on WebEx in 3 minutes, and I was planning to ask the team about that, because it didn't even cross my mind what they did.
And I think they did
Helpful. We didn't even think about that, sorry. But then she wrote back again, it's okay, I don't think it was part of the assignment anyway.
Okay.
Don't worry, just want to check. So can we just forget about it?
Yep.
Okay. Good to me.
Forgotten.
Harold, I have a question for you. The version that you sent out, version 2, I'm looking at, I just want to make sure that the formatting, how you wanted it and made it transferred over correctly to me, because some of the charts, I see the flow chart that you made into a picture. That's great. That's perfect. But then, what is it, starting on the bottom of, the page numbers are not even on here. The assessment chart, or no?
Yeah. Yeah, that was about the point where I said, nope, I don't know where you wanted to go with that originally, so I didn't make any of the charts. So that's going to have to be something that, again, you're going to have to turn into a picture. If you did it,
okay. I don't remember if I did.
It's yours, and turn it into a picture and stick it back in there. Because all your other pictures of the iPad front and back, all that stuff, all that's coming through just fine.
Okay, well, even like the back of the iPad did not come through the way that I wanted it. I wanted the front and the back of the iPad on one page, just so it looks cohesive. And like the word front, the word front should be right on the same page as the front of the iPad. The word back should be right on the same page as the back of the iPad, and it's all separated.
Right.
So, I want to change all of that. So I guess I probably did make that chart. So I'll go and I'll fix that.
Okay.
I'll make through a picture, and fix up that other stuff.
Yep. And as much as you can build, like these front and back pieces, you got several different things going on with them. Turn it all into one big picture.
And then, Cindy, I know that you wanted to change, or you did change the pictures of the iPads that I put in, but now the assessment key for assessment number 1 is gone. So,
you're correct. Yep.
Well, no. I ran out of time, and I didn't have time to make the new one, like the other one above it. Does that make sense? I just didn't have a chance to read.
Okay.
So it's not like it disappeared. I just had deleted it, was going to go back, and just ran out of time.
Okay. Let me look back again. Because, let's see, the front and the back of the iPad. So the assessment number 1, not the key, just the regular assessment. The front of the iPad, the picture that you put in has all the arrows that should be there for the fill in the blank. And then the back side of the iPad has no arrows. So were you going to go back and add arrows into that?
Arrows on the back, too, yeah.
Okay. And then were you going to do the key for it?
Correct.
Okay. All right, because I know that's my section, but since you changed it, I didn't know if you still wanted to.
But at the same time, it is, but it's easier for me to do it to make sure that what I've done that we're entering on the Weebly, that they coincide.
Yeah.
Does that make
Okay,
sense?
that's fine. So then, once you're done with all of that, we'll have to change the ones on the assessment. Okay, so the assessment key that I put in on Weebly is one long document of all of the keys.
Okay.
So I'll need to go and change that assessment like that. I'll need to go back and change that file once you have the new keys, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. So So I guess we're all just touching up our own sections in the document. And then what I think, like, I set up a lot last week on Weebly. What else? I know, Patrick, were you going to replace one of those videos?
Yes.
Okay. What else is there that we have to do on there?
I'm looking now to make sure. I actually need to add, I think, another video. One that I didn't add. Let me.
I just put one of your videos in there just as a placeholder, so we knew it was your video or videos that had to go there.
Okay. So I can go and do that.
Harold, we don't have a video in there yet either.
Nope, I don't have mine done yet. So that's going to be hopefully by Wednesday.
Nice.
If not sooner. When I do get it done, I'll just swap it out. So don't wait on me for that one.
That works.
And you got the assessment in here already, so that's good. That was the biggest thing that we need to worry about. Okay.
Howard, what is your video of?
Mine's the built-in apps.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But of course, that was all my time got sucked up with the big video project, so I haven't had a chance to actually do that one even still. I'm going to tell my girl. Okay. So.
On the course overview page, do you think we should like put our names and like I put the instructional objectives in, but should we maybe just put our names and like an introduction as to why this Weebly page was created, what course we're in, and such?
You're talking about the landing page first? Yeah. Instead of the instructional objectives? Yeah.
No, I think those instructional objectives should be there because that's one big overview.
Right.
But maybe also or maybe we can add one tab before the course overview, just like
The introduction of why we did it.
I guess, yeah. I know it's not required, but
it's still good policy, and I like that.
And gives ourselves some credit in case someone actually stumbles across it, you know.
That too. Assessment keys, good. Okay.
I'll do that part. I can, unless someone else wants to.
And go right ahead.
I'll just jot it down so I remember.
No, my big deal is putting together all these meetings and publishing them somewhere that we can actually get to them, and making sure that, because this is like number 3 on the list. So if I'm looking at the list of things that we have to have done by Sunday, it is the instructional design report, 2 recorded ISD team planning sessions. That's what we're doing right now.
I think those should just be on YouTube.
That's the Weebly site. What's that?
They should just be on YouTube and then put in as a link in the comment section, probably. Right?
In the comment section of where, one more time?
When we submit. Project.
Okay.
Put the 2 links of the YouTube videos of the recordings in the comment section.
Okay. And then your web-based module, and then our statement of contribution.
Do we submit this to LiveText?
Yeah. Submit this assignment to LiveText for grading. Include all of your components listed above for full credit. Also, please have one group member submit the link to your ISD web-based ISD. Submit the link to your web-based ISD project to SharePoint and Blackboard.
Okay.
And I can do that. So I think I'm going to touch the web page last. Just getting the feeling I am.
I mean, we don't really have a lot to do. I don't see this, I mean, does anyone feel that it's going to take us till Sunday?
Yeah, because I'm going to start fixing whatever I need to fix tonight, rather.
Yeah.
Because I go back to work tomorrow.
Is the knee feeling better now?
It is. I'm in physical therapy 5 days a week.
Oh, lucky you. The good old physical therapy.
Right.
Strange.
Mom just had hers redone, but it was a total redo, so it's all bionic now.
Okay.
And you just had the little scope thing, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Good. That shouldn't take you too long then. Still not fun.
Right.
Oh, you guys. My husband just texted. This is just so sad.
What happened?
Some real close friends of my in-laws, who we're also close with, but they're my in-laws' age. We knew that their son had just died, and his mom just told them that he had taken his own life.
Oh, wow.
He had 2 kids in college and 2 in high school.
Wow.
That was that. His wife had left him. That is just so sad. Oh.
Youch.
Makes other struggles kind of look more pale.
Oh, that's, wow.
All we have to do is worry about a paper.
Sorry.
Best practice for the blog. Project. And a best practice video blog. Good. Okay, everyone feel good about what they got to do?
Can I just double check?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, here's what I've been marking. That I will go back in and finish up the fill in the blank on the back and put the picture and do fill in the back on the back of the iPad, and then put in the assessment with the pictures, and then anything within the instructional strategy, I'll go ahead and fix anything in there, and also I'll finish adding things in Figure 6, the chart,
Yep.
the integration of components and instructional strategies with that.
Yep. And remember, when you do a chart, make it into a picture, because that's going to be the only way that we're going to have compatibility across all this. So.
Yeah.
Okay. I may just double check with you when I get to doing that to make sure I'm doing it right. See, I have, okay, on my computer, under Insert up at the top, there's a place for a text box, and then there's one that says Insert as a picture. Is that what you're talking about?
No, in fact, on a Mac, I'm not sure how you would do that to.
Yeah, because mine's on my keyboard.
Yeah.
So, okay, we could also, Cindy, you said you have a Mac?
Yeah, can you talk a little louder? For some reason, it's not picking up.
Yeah. So if you can take a section of your screen, like, you know what a screenshot is?
I've done that before, but I can figure it out.
Okay, so, well, it's not, you wouldn't be taking an entire screenshot. You can take, like, a selection.
Okay.
So if you press, do you have a laptop or a desktop?
Desktop.
Okay, so I don't know if it's the same on yours, but on my laptop, I press Command, Shift, and 4 at the same time.
Okay.
It'll be the same. Yep.
Yeah, I think it would be. Okay.
Command, Shift, and 4 at the same time, and then release.
Okay.
Are you doing that?
We're going to do it right now.
Oh, just to test it out.
Okay. Command, Shift, and 4. I'm going to grab my first pen so I can write this down. Get a pen. With me not being able to see myself or see you, I don't even know if I'm on the screen. Okay, Command, Shift, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
What should have happened at that point?
And then your cursor,
I can't hear you.
instead of it being a little mouse, it'll look like a
Oh, yeah.
like a plus, a little crosshair.
Yep, got it.
So whatever you want to turn into a picture, all right, so you see,
Highlight it.
well, you can go, like just say, well, I guess you can't see us, but where it says Harold Hampton's WebEx Meeting, if you wanted to take a picture of just those words, you would start, like, you know, as if you were going to highlight it, I guess, and it'll create like a box over what you want to take a picture of while you're still holding down. And while the box is over everything you want, you can release and it'll take a little picture.
Okay, I think it did it. I didn't quite have it highlighted, and it only did part of it. But
yeah, and then if you mess up, you just try it again, and it'll put that picture right on your desktop.
Okay. Now let me ask you this, because part of the reason I didn't get, yeah, that worked perfect. Okay, I learned something new. That's so good. Okay. So on the, okay, I'll tell you one of the problems that I had, and that's why I didn't get it finished. It was taking me forever. For some reason, when I tried to put the lines on, when I was trying on the assessment to put the words on the line, it wasn't letting me. And so I was going to need to figure out a way how to do it. So what I'm wondering is if I take a screenshot and put it there, then maybe it'll allow me to label it and put the words in the blank, maybe?
I think I know why. Because the lines are pretty much like they're the shapes that you're inserting, right, from Word. So there's like different layers of pictures that you're inserting. And then when you go to put in a text box to show the words, it's probably behind those.
Yeah, you got to bring it forward.
So if you right-click,
okay,
like if you were to put those words in there, or right-click on any of those things, and you can, I guess, align grouping or arrange picture, or whatever options come up. You can play around with them. It should say something like send to back or bring forward.
Bring forward, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you're arranging the layers of pictures that you have to show in front of the others.
Okay, so the word should be brought forward.
Yeah, or right-click over. Or right-click over the line, and you can send it back, and it'll go kind of behind the pictures.
Or send it back.
Yeah, so you can just play around with those, and you'll see it like moving.
So I should wait to take the picture of it until it's all done.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
You all good?
Yeah, I was just going through making sure I didn't see anything else we may be missing.
Yeah, basically just on the paper that Harold sent out, anything that any sections that you worked on throughout the past several weeks that were your own responsibility, if it has a comment next to it, then we need to address that comment in the section that we were responsible for over any of the past weeks.
Yep. That's exactly it. Because again, I don't know where your intent was, and
right.
I fixed, like I said, the mechanical errors and that sort of thing, and changed some formatting around. But other than that, if I don't know where you were going with it, and some of these comments are just kind of a question mark.
Yeah,
literally a question mark.
Some of the questions, I mean, they're not common just for the professor, so I think we should take them lightly at the same time,
Yep. Yep, but she's going back and seeing that, I'm guessing that she's going to see their comments. Well, no, those comments only came back to us. That's right. So all we have to do is just fix them as we see fit.
Yeah.
But they are, I eliminated some of them that were just kind of, oh, come on. And I just kept the ones that, okay, this is a legitimate concern. Yes, we should throw something in here, and this needs to be redone. Now, Patrick, on the first one that I saw here, under need identification at the end of that paragraph, I highlighted all that. That sentence needs to be kind of repackaged, and I gave you a link there. Depending on how you want to incorporate it, feel free to use it. Feel free to toss it aside, whatever you want to do with it.
Okay.
It was, instead of just everyone will learn to love and use, you can always say, and all based on the most popular tablet in the world. And that's why I threw in global iPad sales, because iPads do dominate sales all over the world. They've sold like 200 million of them at this point. So you can throw in something like, yes, it's still the most popular not mobile device, but most popular tablet in the world. You can throw in any sort of comment like that. Feel free to find your own stuff too, but just something that is not an opinion.
Because they mentioned something about research.
What's that?
I'm gonna go pull an article too, because one of the comments mentioned something about research.
Yep. You should also cite research if the iPad is owned by the learner. Yep.
Yeah.
I can see you all now.
Yay.
Just make sure you use back.
Okay.
Okay.
So every time we do something, we just change the number on it. Is that what we're going to do?
Yep. And make sure you send it back out to the group. Do you want to take shifts on Patrick gets tonight and Danielle, and yeah, you're all going to do it anyway, and that's just fine. Yep.
That didn't work in the past.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Harold, you did not take a picture of the task analysis. I need to do that. Right?
We can't hear you, Sydney.
I can. Yeah.
I can
I'll
hear
be better. Yeah, Cindy, I hear you just fine, so go right ahead.
Okay. I still need to take a picture of the flow chart, correct?
No, that hang on here just a second, just so I get the right one. Goal statement, task analysis, no, that entire flow chart is a picture at this point.
Okay,
revision
why
number
does
2.
it go off the paper? Is it just that when they put the comments in, the right margin moves in?
Yep, so if you hide those comments, then yeah, you'll see it.
Then it'll fit, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I've made it to the margin, so it should be almost, yeah, it's exact. I'm looking at it right now, and it's exact.
Okay. But everything else I need to take pictures of.
Yep, everything else that you did, it needs to be reformatted in a picture, and then stick the picture back in and make sure that it fits within the margins.
Okay. I'll tell you what, too, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but when I went back and looked at the APA book, like under assessments for that chart, I don't understand why we can't just do a normal chart. Like why it can't have sides on the right and left, I don't know. But does that look okay how it is? I just went to the book and.
Now, is that something where, did Dr. C bring that up? Or is that just in the book for APA format?
Just in the book for APA format.
I'd ask her, because there are, how you got it here with borders, that's how Word likes to do it. And anything else, we're going to have to fiddle and futz, and I hate that.
Well, I had to fiddle and fuss to do this.
Yeah.
I could have just gone and up above and, like, I don't know, put in, what is it called, tables, you know, and could have put it in really quick with just using a table, but in the book it didn't have some of that sides and stuff, so it took a little longer. I didn't mind, but
All right.
some of APA stuff I don't get, but that's all right. I mean, it doesn't seem like it's a necessity, and sometimes it does look as nice.
I hate it.
Okay. Do you think we need any more things in our reference box? Because, boy, they had a ton in theirs.
Once Patrick throws in a couple, there are a few little things here and there that are still in the notes that have some references needed,
Okay.
Citations needed. And I think once you get those in there, you're going to be okay.
There'll be plenty.
Yep. because the big thing is, especially in this part of it, what we're doing is standardizing. So it's all based on Apple stuff. You know, it's a matter of, we see the need analysis, we see what we've got here, we've referenced things there, we see how we're going to do everything else with it. So then it's just, okay, well, now that we know we need to do this and we know how we're going to test, this is what we're testing on, and these are all the references from that, and they're all Apple.
Okay.
Now they also, I'm reading this comment now about the Weebly, so they don't want us to put the information about the Weebly in the paper?
They think it's repetitive. And again, you know, if you're teaching an iPad, you're probably teaching Weebly as well. And you know, until 7 weeks ago, I didn't know what Weebly was. Never used it before. So it's something that it may be a little bit superfluous, but it still backs up what we're doing.
Right.
Okay.
Well, I'm going to work on all these.
But there's also adding information.
Well, I'll do my part and then send it out.
Is it best to send it back to you, Harold?
I think we should send it to everybody. I think we should just work on it, and then whatever one you do, just put a number beside it. Because like Danielle said, we wait for everybody.
Right.
That might be too much.
Yep, and we all have a pile of stuff to do this week.
I guess when we get it all taken care of, do you want me to send it in, or do you want to send it in, Harold? Since you'll be making sure
yeah. Yep.
You want to send it in. Okay.
Because they're, like you said, you know, it bounces around format so much, and I want to make sure that it gets all go through just like I did this morning, and make sure that all the little spaces and the paragraphs are lined up and everything else is tweaked, and it all looks.
Sounds good.
It looks perfect according to this Windows standard, and then put it in.
Because I think if it changes, it'll be from me to you, or maybe Danielle to you, so you can check and see what it looks like on that.
I noticed that with Danielle's, it was adding spaces after paragraphs and doing all sorts of different things too. So,
okay.
And I cleaned a lot of that up and made it as standard as I know to APA format. But yeah, if I get one last shot at it, that'll be okay.
Okay, sounds good. And then you'll, what is it? Send it to live text too, and anything that, or no?
Yes. Yep.
You'll
Because
send it back to us, and then
I'll do
we
one
do our
last
own.
week on Sunday.
Yeah,
Yep.
we all got to submit it to live text, I believe.
Yeah.
Yep, we do. So I'll do one last tweak on Sunday, or whenever we're comfortable with it's done.
Okay.
And then I'll send it out to everybody else, and don't even open it up. Just take that, stick it right into live text, and you're done.
Yeah.
Does live text ever expire?
I don't know.
Yes, your membership does expire. You just have to log into your account and see. I think it's like a year or two membership.
Oh.
And I know that we're all very super busy, and I know you guys are taking extra classes too, but if at all possible, I would love to not have this go close to midnight on Sunday.
It's stressful.
Because it's hard staying up that late when I wake up at 5 a.m. So I hate doing that, and then, you know, it's stressful.
Well, hopefully there won't be those same issues this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully we can get it done way before.
Yeah.
Are you in another class too, Danielle, or this is on your only one?
This is my only one right now, but, you know, since I'm starting, I just started a new teaching job, and I have nothing left for me. I'm making all my lesson plans from scratch for
That's a hard time.
Wow.
3 separate subjects. So that feels like 2 more classes. It's
Yeah.
worse.
Yep.
So.
No thanks.
Yeah, it's rough, but yeah, I will be taking on 2 more classes, my last classes. What classes are you guys going into next?
I'm finished after this.
I have one more.
What is it?
Well, I'm on the certificate, there's 3 classes. Let me see if I
Yeah,
can.
you're going to 629.
You got to take 629.
Okay,
Yep.
629.
And she teaches that too. Dr. Corda teaches that class too.
Okay. But that one should be a lot more laid back. That's
Yeah,
just,
I had it. I like that. I did good in that class. It's about diversity in technology.
Okay.
Yeah. And it looks,
Yeah.
I feel like the project is similar in a way to what we just did. Like, I've been using iPad research for all of my classes just to make it streamlined for myself. So I feel like I could use, you know, a lot of the same ideas, but.
Yeah, and have you taken 631 too already?
Yeah, all I have left is 629 and 696.
Okay.
Oh. Oh, wait, this is because
All right.
it's a certificate. Are you getting an actual?
No, I'm a master's.
I mean, yours is a degree, and mine's, I just have to take 3.
yep.
So let me ask this, in the 629, is there a group project?
It didn't
No.
it.
Yeah.
No.
Not that I haven't loved you guys. That's not it.
I know, I'm looking for a break from it though.
Yeah.
This is my first group project I've had in, oh God. I haven't had a group project since, I think my first master's class, which was like 3 years ago.
No.
Yeah, I never have in any graduate classes or.
Well, when I did my master's, I actually was in class. So I had a.
And that helps. Yeah, that helps. Oh, I know another thing I thought of.
Yeah.
And maybe, and I don't want to cause extra work or anything for anybody, but originally, and maybe it's been changed, let's see, the, like the need identification. I don't know, somewhere along maybe towards the beginning we were talking about kind of a welcome or a introduction as to why we feel this is necessary. Are we just going to have just the like 4 topic or area titles and then assessments, or are we going to put in some kind of a beginning thing?
Well, that'll be in your abstract.
Yeah, that's the abstract part of it.
I'm now not talking about the paper, but actually what's on Weebly.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
You just
yeah.
talked about it.
Danielle just said, she asked if we want to put another tab to do that.
Yep, and she's taking care of that.
Taking care of what?
Remember we
The
talked about
black
doing
sheet.
another tab and putting the introduction for the Weebly?
Sorry, everyone was talking at the same time. I couldn't hear.
Oh. When you asked if everybody thought it was a great idea to do another tab and then to put like an introduction to the Weebly so you get credit for it if somebody comes across the page.
Yeah. So you're saying that?
Did you happen to watch those 2 videos that I sent? Did you think they were appropriate in answering the question why learn about the iPad? Or
I didn't see videos.
they were on, you know, that night I was kind of messing around, the very first night, and you got on while I was kind of testing some things.
I don't remember.
Okay. You may resend them just in case to take a look, because they were awfully good.
And what's it for?
It would be answering the question, why iPads in the classroom? Like the very, very first tab when we're kind of introducing what we're doing and why the teachers would even want to learn about iPads.
In that, okay, I think, all right, when you emailed me a while ago when we had a conversation and you said I took something off, I don't remember ever seeing videos on there, so I was a little confused.
You should have just said that.
I forgot.
What are you talking about?
I forgot to mention that, but I never remember seeing any videos, so.
No wonder you're probably like, what?
I don't know if, like, you put them on there and then maybe it didn't get saved or something, but.
Maybe that was
it.
it.
I didn't know what you were talking about.
You just have to tell me.
Okay.
I'll resend them to you and see what you think, because I thought they were both really creative.
Okay, so possibly using videos as an introduction, as a why for the
Or at least including it. We could still write things, but just have that as something they could look at.
Okay.
And it shows a lot of examples, but it's fun. They're fast.
Okay.
And fun to watch.
For an introduction page, maybe just one, like, do you think one video would be best?
Yeah. You look at them and just see. They're very much different. They're not similar. So you could just see if you think you like one better than the other.
Okay.
Or maybe if you see them, you might not want to use either, but I'll send them your way.
Okay.
Yeah, if we do, I think only one, because you don't want the video to take away from the actual project.
All right, yeah, and an introduction is just like quick, get your attention kind of thing.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, we can look at those.
Okay, anything else?
I think that's it. I don't know. You guys have some other things?
Yeah, nothing. I sent out my stuff this morning, so that's all I had.
Thank
Cindy,
you.
good?
What?
Cindy, you good to go?
One more time.
I said, are you good to go?
Oh, I feel real good. I'm so excited about knowing how to take a picture now. A screenshot, a picture, so that's good.
And
Well, if
Danny,
you come across the line with taking a picture, just let me know and I'll help you, because this is the only class for me. I've turned in everything for 631. So.
Oh, you are kidding me. That's wonderful.
Well, I was home, so I didn't really have, like, a lot to do. I couldn't go anywhere.
Wish that was me right now.
So I just, but I'm not looking forward to work tomorrow because I know my desk is, like, sky high. But anyway.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks a bunch, everybody. I'm going to head off for dinner now.
All right.
You want to meet next Monday?
What's that?
You want to still meet next Monday?
I'm not even logging on my computer next Monday.
1 week off.
1 week
Okay,
off,
okay.
back to the diversity. Yeah, we get next week off. We don't start 6/29 for another 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, 2 weeks from today.
Because we just got the
It's truly a breeze. So.
Good.
Looking forward to it, for sure.
Yep.
All righty. See you guys.
Bye.
Night.
Okay.